University of Belize students enrolled in primary and secondary education held an informative symposium to display what they have learned so far in dealing with children with special needs. Dr. Thomasine Baker is an assistant professor at UB.
Our students have come together at the conclusion of the semester to demonstrate what they've learned throughout the semester on working with exceptional students. Students with learning disabilities, students with dyslexia, physical disabilities, and we're hoping to send a message out to parents of children with special needs as well as teachers of children with special needs and giving them some intervention type strategies.
Baker explained the importance of being knowledgeable in this area.
What we're learning now, the country is faced with a budgetary, especially the Ministry of Education, and the dichotomy is whether these special needs children need to be all in a segregated environment, meaning all in one classroom with all the various disabilities, or whether they need to be in an inclusive environment. The thrust internationally is that special needs children need to be in an inclusive environment. And if that in fact is the case, then our teachers need to be better prepared and better equipped to manage them in the regular classroom.
Rondine Kelly and Laura Chan are students in the education program and were participants in the symposium.
I'm a part of the cerebral palsy group, and our group deals with the meaning of cerebral palsy, which is it's a neurological disorder that causes physical disability, like in psychomotor movements. So you would see that children that have cerebral palsy, they would have difficulty holding objects, they would have like excessive drooling, and they would have trouble walking and moving because of their body structures. But these children can be included in the regular school setting, so we should try to be open towards them and come up with different strategies that would meet their needs.
My group is presenting on central auditory processing disorder, which is when children hear information but the brain doesn't function properly in order for them to be able to process it. Now, as parents and as teachers, we need to be able to recognize some signs which all the groups have worked with. There are different signs in which parents and teachers can see what the children are, what their problem is, and how we can deal with it, what their exceptionality is. For example, some strategies would be for central auditory processing disorder to provide a quiet area for the child to study, to ensure that a lot of visual information is given so that the child not only listens to something but can also see, and to ensure also that a lot of repetition is provided for the child in order for him to be able to process the information.
Abimael Waite, who is part of the Public Relations Committee, said today's turnout was exceptional.
This year we have had an overwhelming experience in terms of the amount of students and parents that have been visiting us. The fact is that many of the times we have seen that we want to promote a greater awareness for both for parents, for teachers, and the general public of the barriers that are negatively influencing children. And what we have seen this year is that many of the students, both parents and teachers now have taken a great knowledge when it comes to different methodologies, the different practices that we could include. And as one of my colleagues was mentioning here, that we need to have more inclusive classrooms in Belize, and that is the way that we want to see it go. And what are my friends doing is I would like to extend kudos to all of them, because as you look around, we have many students from all about in Benmopan here, and we have seen the different organizations that have been very participating here, for example, the different stakeholders. So in these terms, I would like to extend a great thank you to all of them for making this symposium go through and to be very successful.
Waite pointed out that the participation of parents is crucial for these types of events. Dr. Baker informed us that this is the third year UB hosted the symposium. Reporting for Love News, I am Natalie Novello.